What's up, everybody? Dapper Jeff here. So, I've been playing a lot of Persona 5, and when I say a lot of Persona 5, I mean I've invested 140 some odd hours into this game. So, I got to thinking, what's a good Persona 5 dish that my fantastic viewers would like? And it hit me LeBlanc curry. Once again, thanks to my friends at Pixelated Provisions, I get to share with you this fantastic recipe straight out of Persona 5. The first thing you're going to want to do for this fantastic LeBlanc curry is get yourself a nice deep pot. And over medium-high heat, you're going to put the onions and garlic in, along with 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. And you're going to cook that until it's softened, which will take about 5 minutes. After that, you're going to want to add the chicken, seasoned with salt, pepper, and 2 teaspoons of garam masala, to the pot and cook all that together until the chicken is browned, which will take roughly 10 minutes. You're going to add the carrots, chicken stock, water, and bay leaves. At this point, you're going to want to bring all of this to a boil and then reduce it down to a simmer. So you're getting it real hot and angry, and then you're telling it to mellow out. You're gonna mellow it out just a little bit. So it's still cooking, but it's not, rolling boil angry. Once you've got the mixture simmering, you're gonna add the potatoes and grated apples, which, now you'll notice my potatoes are off-colored. That's simply because I chopped them and prepped them all yesterday, so that's a totally normal reaction for potatoes that have been pre-cut and sitting in an airtight container for 24 hours. All you gotta do to get that color back into them is either add some cold water, or we're just gonna throw them right here into the curry. Color comes back and it tastes fantastic. While the chicken and vegetables are simmering, we're gonna take time to make the roux base. Like I said, I have the flour and spices already pre-mixed. So in a pan over medium-high heat, you're gonna melt your butter, and that's gonna be awesome. You're gonna add your flour and spice mixture to the melted butter, and then mix all of that together until the butter has been completely absorbed. At this point, you want to add your tomato paste, tonkatsu sauce, and honey. Now, once everything is mixed together, you're going to have this almost like a paste. You're going to want to turn off the heat and then just set that aside until the simmering is done in that pot. You're going to take a small portion of the roux and place it ideally in a ladle. And I know a lot of you are thinking, why a ladle? Because when you place the roux in the ladle, you can submerge the ladle in the curry, get a little bit of that broth in the ladle, and start to mix the roux in. And by doing it a little batch at a time in the ladle, you actually help to ensure that the roux really gets into the curry and the flavor just sinks in. And God, my mouth is watering right now. I'm just, this curry. Oh my gosh, this curry. This will take a few tries to do, getting the roux mixed into the curry itself. Take your time. Make sure the roux mixes in well with the actual curry. Trust me on this. Take your time. Do it slowly. Do it little bits of roux at a time. And I can guarantee you this curry is just, it's so good. It is so good. I really can't describe it other than amazing and heavenly. Now, one thing that we didn't do, and if you check out the description below and click on the link for the full recipe, It does say at this point you can add in some dark chocolate and or some Greek yogurt, what those do is it actually dampens the heat of the curry, so it'll take away some of that kick, but at the same time, it'll add its own flavor to it and use that to boost the flavor of the curry. Now, we're a family that likes spicy. Spicy is our friend, so we opted not to do the chocolate or the yogurt. Alright guys, so that's how you make a fantastic LeBlanc curry so awesome, Sojiro himself will give you praise. That does not happen lightly, like, ever. One thing I would like to comment on, if you're not a fan of the heat, you can add some dark chocolate or Greek yogurt to the curry. It dampens the heat and elevates the flavor. Also, don't freak out if you can't find specific ingredients. We could not find the fenugreek seeds, so I ended up using ground mustard instead. I think it came out great. Once again, I want to thank my friends over at Pixelated Provisions. You can click the link in the description below for their full recipe. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, pound that subscribe button, ring that bell so you never miss an episode. I'm Dapper Jeff, and I hope you have been well fed.